glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. These two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Kentucky got one of the bright young stars in the college football universe. Will Stein has done a fantastic job for the last several years as the Oregon offensive coordinator. Now an opportunity to run his own program in the SEC. We'll see if Will Stein can get the Kentucky Wildcats back on top as contenders in the South. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And here comes Daniel Hill. He put up numbers, more than 200 yards and a couple of scores in their victory last time out. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Hill. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Austin Mack. It's complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. All the way back to the 15. Makes a move. Made a defender miss. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So Kentucky's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big.
Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On 1st down, it's Baxter again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Snowed under by the defense.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, running back gets the give. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Mack. The sure hands. It's Rodgers. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the ground, he's got it again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Going to the run, it's Hill. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mack. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one, that works with the next one. And it's been a clinic on this drive so far.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. There he goes! Smashes ahead. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
On first down, it's Baxter again. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Wants to fire on second down. The short hands, it's Rodriguez. Good, solid tackle.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Puts it out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. This should be the last play of the quarter. A running back has it. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Rides to the back. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that's about as risky as it can get as a head coach. Early in the game, 4th down, deep in your own end, and you go for it. Nice job, offense.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Makes it past the marker. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. He leaves it with the back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but So many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Breaks the tackle. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Austin Mack. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Takes the handoff. It's Wiley. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
It's going to be really interesting to watch Kentucky this year offensively, and I think running the ball is going to be critical. Will Stein now the new head coach, and he brings in C.J. Baxter at running back from Texas, David, a guy that was so highly recruited coming out of high school, had some injuries.
Makes the catch, and he's free. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Wildcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. Running the red zone, it's Baxter. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Backs looking for the goal line.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
On the direct snap, it's Baxter. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Tried to push his way in, but not quite enough on fourth and goal. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. Developing story, guys. Their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game.
Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. The freshman safety is still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. First and 10 from their own 13. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. On the ground, it's Riley. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rushes on him. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. On that last drive, fourth and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Handoff to the lone back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Mack. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
To the ground with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They only need about the length of the football to convert on 2nd down. They give it to him again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Throwing Mack. Makes the grab. Makes the grab in their space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the 1st, the offense stays on the field.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. The give. There's some room. Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got a man. It's Baxter. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Wildcats, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Kentucky spends its 2nd time out here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
That's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. 3rd down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the 1st.
And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Firing to the right, complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Austin Mack. With the catch, it's Rodgers. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it's Texas A&M with the lead right now in the 1st half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
The second half, Alabama will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Maybe a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Baxter again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Baxter again. Got a little grass. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some.
Snags it, and he's open. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Baxter. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Kentucky! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting the score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Here's the pressure.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Mack. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the single back. Stumbled to the ground.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tackles. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes. But when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Kentucky sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Kentucky right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The lone back's got it. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. They're out there taking a look at this sophomore defensive back, and we hope he's able to get back in the action shortly. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Power football with the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays, aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want them. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll try the run. There's a crease. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Motion from the wideout. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him on the ground. And boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The inside handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. It's Been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tight end now in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. So as they take a look at the injured player, we